Celebrating with every business owner in town.
All right, Baker Man, high five.
He's sharing the excitement of big savings with the Comcast Business 5-year price lock guarantee.
Ooh, up top, bite shop.
Yeah.
It's 5 years of gig speed internet.
Quick, high five.
5 years of advanced security.
5 years.
And 5 years of a great rate that won't change.
Yeah, law partners. Chamberlain, Thorpe, Dubois.
All from the company with 99.9% network reliability. Switch today and get the 5-year price lock guarantee.
5 years.
It's back, but only for a limited time.
Woo!
Powering 5 years of savings, powering possibilities. Comcast Business.
Can't forget you, voiceover guy.
Thanks, Dave.
High five.
Ends 3/9/25. Guaranteed rate applies to monthly service charge for new customers on qualifying internet bundle, excluding taxes and fees. Other restrictions apply.
This holiday, shop at Helzberg and get up to 50% off select jewelry, like a unique engagement ring to say,
I want to spend my life with you.
a stunning tennis bracelet that says,
You thought I forgot our anniversary?
or huggy hoop earrings that tell her.
See, I was listening.
Come to the Helzberg holiday sale and get up to 50% off select engagement rings and fine jewelry. A perfect gift designed with the love and care worthy of your story. Visit a Helzberg store or helzberg.com.
Club Risque, the Delaware Valley's premier gentlemen's club, says when our birds win, the next day you receive one free drink at any Club Risque location. Philly, Bristol, or Northeast Philly. It's time for the annual Club Risque Christmas parties. 2 2-hour open bars from 4 to 6 and 9 to 11 p.m. A steak dinner from 4 to 6 p.m. A visit from Bad Santa and his naughty-o. And plenty of adult gifts this Wednesday at Club Risque Bristol and Northeast, and this Thursday at Club Risque Philly. ClubRisque.com. Enjoy even more before you spend with Caesars Palace Online Casino. Download today and register with code Radio Launch. New users get a $10 sign-up bonus, a 100% deposit match up to $1,000, and 2,500 reward credits after wagering $25. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Pennsylvania. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonuses. Full terms and wagering requirements at CaesarsPalaceOnline.com/promos. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
The secret to savings is out. One place, 2 words.
More money!
Starting at just $3.99, you can find something for everyone in your family and on your list. Make it easy for yourself. Grab gifts that are already in a box. If you're looking for serious savings and style, grab Adidas, Champion, Puma, Reebok, Converse. The list goes on and on. Quick, affordable gifts for the whole fam for under $10.
More money!
You can put a bow on these brands and won't break the bank.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And when you need more comfort for yourself, try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors. Use as directed. Vapo Stick for use ages 4 and up. Vapo Shower Max use for adults only.
I'm Bob Burke, founder and chairman of Burke America Parts Group, a family of brands that includes RepairClinic.com, an appliance and HVAC parts solution company that's grown into an international brand. Before AmericanEagle.com, we partially launched a new technology platform developed by another firm. American Eagle helped take our technology to a whole new level with digital marketing, software development, and business insights into our key markets, appliances, HVAC, and outdoor power equipment, and did so both on time and on budget. AmericanEagle.com has the resources, experience, and talent needed to produce solutions. Our new technology platform, developed by AmericanEagle.com, has produced tremendous results with higher traffic, conversion, engagement, and online revenue. If you have any home repairs you need to take care of, check us out at RepairClinic.com. If you need a world-class website or technology project, then I would highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Call AmericanEagle.com at 773-NETWORK. That's AmericanEagle.com, 773-NETWORK.
Hey, sports fans, if you're not calling John Anthony, you're simply missing out. To prove it, on release your Monday Night Report, absolutely free on recorded message line, 1-800-244-5506. Chicago at Minnesota, with promising young players at quarterback and wide receiver. Chicago has the potential to make explosive plays in the air. Minnesota possesses a high-powered offense that can exploit mismatches and score quickly. Tonight is going to be a monster game. I've got the side and total. That's 2 big plays. John Anthony has you covered. Call now, 1-800-244-5506. Call 244-5506. You want the information? I've got it. Chicago, Minnesota, side and total. I love to go 2-0. Get the rest of the season free. 1-800-244-5506. That's 1-800-244-5506. Or go to JohnAnthonySports.com.
Sponsored by JFSR Group.
This is Zach Gelb with Odyssey Sports, but it's sponsored by BetMGM, the sportsbook board in Vegas. Please gamble responsibly. Remember that survey that concluded that Josh Allen was the most overrated player in football? Yes, the job isn't done yet for Josh because winning come January is paramount, but right now he has to be laughing as he's in the lead spot to win the MVP. And let's be real, if we drafted all the quarterbacks in the NFL, Patrick Mahomes would go 1, and then Josh would go 2, which makes that overrated tag even dumber than it already was. I'm Zach Gelb.
94 WIP HD1 Philadelphia, live from the Tasty Cake Studios. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is the Brandon Graham Show, Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It is the Brandon Graham Show live from Chickie's and Pete's in South Philly. It is brought to you by Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly. All right, 10 in a row, so we got to start it off the right way. E! Now, BG, is this going to be a less notable Brandon Graham show than last week? Fun week?
It's gonna be a good one, man. Hey, I'm so happy, man. Just how everything played out, man. And like I say, we just trying to win, baby.
So, do you mind going back to that just for a minute, to last week? Just, do you think all that happened ended up having a positive effect on the team?
I would say that winning cures everything.
Yep,
for sure. But I know that the guys, boy, they just love this past game, man, and it was so good to see, just everybody on just doing them, man. Because that's all I want. I just want everybody to have fun in this, and so I'm happy that we got through that adversity of me, ruffling feathers on top of AJ ruffling feathers, and we all just went out there and took care of business and put aside things, and man, I love it.
You're a true WIP host now that you've ruffled feathers.
Hey, I know y'all always do, but nah, it was just great to see. I just love seeing them boys go out there and ball out, man, getting that win, and all I know is we're gonna continue to keep building, and everything is on the up and up, which is already was, but I know that everybody is just happy the way we played this weekend.
This is the second time this year that there was like a week of chaos, or felt like chaos. It was after the Browns game and then after this one.
Yep.
And both times the team played a really good game the following Sunday. It was the Giants game the first time, 128-3, and then this time. What do you think it says about the team and the coaching staff that when there's this adversity, they've, instead of falling apart, it's almost like the team has come together stronger?
Yeah, and that's all you want. You're gonna go through stuff and go through adversity. It's just how you handle it. And I'm just get a credit to Nick, everybody involved, what I'm saying? We all just put our caps on and went back to work, what I'm saying? Because we're gonna do stuff, we're gonna make mistakes. I owned it. I owned what my mistake was. And you just hope and pray that everybody is doing the same, which I felt anyway. And man, look what happened. Like all that good stuff. We went out there, took care of business against a physical team, went out there and we did our thing, played our ball and gave ourselves the best shot to win that game. And man, they came in here, definitely got us on 2 turnovers right off the rip. And, we responded. And I think that's just a credit to Nick and his message every week. And, us wanting to play hard for him on top of playing hard for ourselves and then going out there and executing. And, man, them boys look good doing it. Definitely look good doing it.
It really seems like Nick is continuing to grow in front of our eyes. And, like, last year, obviously, lose 6-7. It's not about last year. But what have you seen from him growth-wise when it comes to a week like this and not letting it spiral out of control? What kind of growth have you seen from Coach?
Well, I think it's just the private conversations that people don't get to see, people don't get to hear. It's just more about, you know, how you get everybody on the same page. All right, this is what this is. This will happen. So let's go ahead. Let's figure this part out in private, and then, hey, winning cures everything. Once you go, and it's the way we won too. Is like everybody was balling. You know what I'm saying, against a really good Steelers team, and you know we need everybody. But it was just good to see everybody involved this week. You know, go off, and do their thing. I was so just happy to watch that, man, and see us go out there and just play at the level that we all capable of.
There were some comments after the game, and actually generally from the fans too, about it's funny, last week the media got blamed for everything for last week, most notably WIP. Do you think that finding sort of like us against the world things to motivate and to focus on, do you think that helps the team to say it's us against this or us against that? Do you think that helps maybe find commonality with everyone?
I think it always it's a good refocus, because we know what the media can do. It can be good and bad. You know, they can make things like the sky is falling, and then they can make things so beautiful. But most of the time, you know what it is in Philly. The sky is falling if we have one hiccup if it's a problem somewhere.
Right.
So that's what we're gonna be talking about the whole time. But what I love is, you know, how you respond. Then you really see what your team made of. Like you said, you continue to build closer with each other. And I know AJ and everybody been, you know, everybody can be quiet and all that, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. It was a lot of talk. It's always talk. That's what we do on the radio. And so it's more. All right, I appreciate y'all having y'all opinion, but we're gonna prove y'all wrong. And it do give you that sense of, if you didn't listen to it, but somebody have, and then somebody tell you what they said, it do kind of get you refocused. Like, oh, that's how they feel. Okay, all right. And some people tuck their tail, but I don't see nobody in our group doing that. But everybody respond differently to what people say about them, because everybody sometimes take it personally, or some people use it as motivation. And you can kind of do both, take it personally and then use it as motivation, or some people take it personally and fold. But we got a good team, man, and we got some good leaders on this team, and I'm happy that the boys took that adversity and went out there and proved everybody wrong.
It was funny to see AJ talking about shutting everyone up, and I was like, wait a minute, man. You're the one that said something.
Hey, but people took over to his defense. Everybody took over it, and you know, put their own little spin on it. And I know for him, like we say, winning cures everything.
Yep. It did seem like too that the team, when the passing game was working early, you could hear the fans almost. It felt like this something that the fans were rallying behind, you know, and the players must have felt good too, seeing after all that happened with that specific part of the game. And we'll get to the other parts of the game, but with the pass game working, it must have been like an energy that everyone felt that they could almost draw off of.
Yeah, we was on the sideline like, wow, them boys is on one right now, and it felt good because, I mean, we knew we was going against a talented defense. Them boys play.
Is that the best defense the Eagles have played this year?
I mean, I'll say that's the best defense that goes after that ball, and so that's what you want to be. That's what you want to go against if you really trying to test yourself, see how you are. I mean, you go against the teams like that, because even on the Saquon Barkley run, you see how Highsmith ran, and boy, was looking for that ball, knocking it, you know, just looking at it as far as, you know, trying to punch at it. And man, you got to be on alert with them while still doing your job. And I think we did a great job of just being together, knowing what their game plans was, and just executing.
What about your defense? I mean, another game, like 13 points yesterday to the Steelers. And the thing that's been so fun, I think, and I think why this defense is connected with the city so well, is there's that edge. Yep. There's a different kind of edge. What do you think has kind of brought that edge back to the team? Was it CJ? Was it Quignon? I mean, they're physical, man. And Slay yesterday, the little fight down in the goal line, it was good. Funny.
No, I think it's just a collective, man. It starts with the coordinator for sure. People believing in the dream of what he's calling and what he's doing. Then it trickled down on people just making plays, and everybody want to be part of the reason why. And so I think that everybody for sure has been, together on just trying to make sure that they do their job, because Vic definitely call you out. You don't want to be on that tape, that teach tape of like what not to do. And so I think just even having that pressure of how he does his meetings, you definitely don't want to let people down. And I love that the guys really just go out there and play. And that's it.
Now, one guy that's had to step into your role and starting to take a bigger, chunk of playing time here is Nolan Smith. What can I kind of say about what he's bringing to the table? So
man, Nolan, I'm proud of him because he has some adversity. Can he do it? Can he this? And it's like, man, let this boy get a little time. You know what I'm saying? Let him get his feet wet a little bit. This is the first time really as a starter, and look how he handled it. He's been there before. Now he's getting his feet wet, getting sacks, playing at a high level. And man, you see that jump over? That boy jumped over the cutter.
Yep. You
know what I'm saying? He's trying to be like Saquon out here. But
not everyone can be Saquon.
He can't. But hey, I know Nolan, an athletic boy, and I'm proud of him on just getting better every week, because that's what it's all about. Trying to stay consistent on your preparation, because sometimes when you win and you kind of, oh man, I'm good. Like I had like 2 sacks last game. I'm cool. I ain't got to do this. It's like, nah, he keeping that focus of, man, I'm not satisfied. I got to continue to keep working, continue to keep doing the details, the technique, and making sure I know what's coming so I can play at a faster pace. And that's what you're seeing Nolan doing right now.
You mentioned the Steelers going for the ball on defense, and TJ Watt popped it out on Jalen once and went at it again. Is there any, from a defensive perspective, when I watch players doing that, I think to myself, wait, why don't players do that all the time? Does it put the defensive player? Is there any risk in doing that? Like, why don't players do that more often? Or is it harder than it looks?
Well, players for sure have it on their mind, because coach always talk about it. And I know that, but the risk of it is you miss tackles. Yesterday when we looked at the missed tackle sheet, because we always do it for ourselves and our opponents, and what's the name had 17 missed tackles. Steelers.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
wow.
What
I'm saying? So when
that's a number, I feel like early in the year when you guys weren't tackling as well, it was around that number. It was 17, 18 missed tackles.
That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's like you gotta kind of have a balance where if you see an opportunity, get it, bam. If not, you got to make sure you secure the tackle first, because a lot of that stuff yesterday was people trying to go for the ball, and even like somebody like Kenny got a good. Devontae like it was downhill straight ahead, but some people punching at the ball, and don't get them tackled. You just bouncing off. We was just bouncing off certain stuff, and that's the risk you have when you always doing it from that perspective of punching instead of like wrapping and then letting the second guy come in and punch it. Secure the tackle first, then go get it. But everybody teach it differently. Of course, the Steelers, they have done a great job getting the ball out this year, but it's just because they rally into the ball. But yesterday, we kind of showed you, if you get people out of space and some people got the ball on their mind trying to punch it. If we do a good job of making sure we protecting it, we bouncing off that, and we continuing to go. So I know that that's the risk you have when you do certain stuff like that. But for the most part, this season they have done a great job.
On the defensive side for the Eagles, you guys have been awesome against the run all year long. From a scheme standpoint, what are you guys doing successfully that makes you so good against the run?
Just playing the calls, being physical, whatever the call is, making sure we're taking it, and just man, we rallying. You've seen 17 out there, N'Kobe out there running, getting to the ball, Zach Baum, making plays. It's just everybody has that mindset that we're not gonna get ran on, and they're gonna have to beat us with the pass. And man, I just think that attitude just goes so well. And then the scheme for sure is a good scheme with Coach Vic, and yeah, man, people believing in it, it definitely helps. And man, that's what you see. You seeing the product just becoming more and more polished. Just off the guys knowing exactly what to expect, knowing exactly how coach is calling it, And if we do see something different, we talking on the sideline, communicating, so that the next drive, if they do try to go again, we can kind of be aware of how they're trying to hit us. And I think it's just a credit to coaching and players, and then players, taking the coaching and going out there and putting their own little spin to it because of who they are as a player.
Where does this defense compare to some of the other great defenses you played on since you've been on the Eagles?
It's up there, man. It's up there. Got to give it up there because, I've been on my fair share of bad ones and the fair share of good ones. And, this one really good because, I got to say, because look at the record right now. 12-2. We didn't start so good, but I feel like this is the most gritty team that I'd have had because it definitely didn't start so good. Where we could have went left for sure, but man, it's just the belief. Everybody just started believing even more into what we do because what people was talking about. That's what we talked about. The media gave us a little adversity to get over. And man,
media,
no, we gonna say it, yeah. Because I know people say, "Oh, to me, how can you blame?" It's like, well, who else? Y'all got to take some accountability too, right?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody got some accountability.
Yes,
we
sir.
can't be the only one taking it. The team, the team got to do it because that's just their job. It's like, well, when y'all wrong, y'all don't get checked. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. So it'd be like, so I know it's a good give and take with it. You got to be able to respect when people call people out on their words because, of course, we hear the noise, but sometimes people don't get checked on their words, but I get checked on mine. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I gotta go hear it from my boss, like, hey man, don't be doing that, don't be doing this. But I'm sure y'all that's what they like. They like it like that. They be like, great job.
We have different team meetings.
Different team meetings.
Yeah, we got different team meetings.
Different team meetings. So, hopefully y'all getting held accountable.
Wow, listen. By the fans, we get held accountable.
Oh yeah. And that's what I say. The fans do. The fans do get on you.
You saw the banner yesterday.
I did. I seen a little bit. Just a little bit, not a lot of bit, but I seen a little bit.
How does this team compare to the two Super Bowl teams you were on? At 22, obviously, 1 million sacks. This defense is a little bit different, but this defense is super stout.
Yeah.
And obviously, the 17 team is a 17 team. How do you kind of see this team stacking up against those? Because it's a conversation that a lot of people are starting to have.
I really see us. We ain't done yet, so I can't really put my judge on it. I just know that we didn't finish the year that we had all the sacks, and that's what's up because we had a really good team, really good defense, and even this year we got a really good defense. We just gotta continue to keep proving it in these moments. I feel like we've been battle tested on a lot of things, and all we doing is just going out there and just having max effort and really communicating with each other and really having fun playing and dominating every chance that we get to go out there together. So I just know that we still working. We ain't done that yet for real.
One of the talking points I think a lot of the national media guys have said that Sirianni really puts an emphasis on is like the celebrations and making sure you guys have fun. Does that resonate with you? And does it kind of connect with you when Sirianni puts the celebrations out there?
Yeah, he wants you to be you. Why wouldn't you want to celebrate and do your dance that you worked so hard on because you know that you're gonna make some plays? In my mind, that's confidence they doing for themselves. Because if I know I'm gonna go out there and got a chance to make some plays, and I want to have a dance ready when that time comes. I got to practice, and I just say that's a credit to the belief in his players, and then the players believing in themselves, having the dances ready. So when they do make plays, they know this is what we've been rehearsing. This is what we're doing. Look, we went out there and made an even bigger play than I could even dreamed of. It's just most of the time you think about certain plays, and then when you actually do something way different than it's like, dang, I caught a pick and took it to the house. Some people sometimes just think about catching a pick, but all the other stuff that happened after the fact. And man, I just know that we got a bunch of ballers, man, and them boys definitely got the confidence to know that they're gonna make some plays. And there's a lot of plays out there for everybody to make. And it's just like Fletch used to say, the play don't make the play don't care who make it, just make it.
I like the play don't care. Say it again.
Yeah, the play don't care who
made it.
Just
I like
make
that.
it.
I like that. All right, if you're watching on YouTube, you have any questions for BG, put them in the chat, and we'll get to them in the next segment. This is the Brandon Graham Show. We're at Chickie's and Pete's in South Philly. The BG Show is brought to you by Miller Lite. It is Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly.
The NFL plays on Sports Radio 94 WIP. Tonight, the Seahawks head to the Windy City to battle the Bears. Coverage starts at 7:30. Touchdown! Your home for the Eagles and the NFL on Westwood One.
Time to go out there and handle business, man.
Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It's a bowl of appetizers heading into the playoff. I'm Joe Ostrowski here to help you beat the books with BetQL. Bowl season gets in a full swing this week, and the playoff starts on Friday. Tulane is a 2-touchdown underdog in their bowl game against Florida, but the BetQL model is riding the green wave. BetQL has Tulane plus 14 as a 5-star best bet. I'm Joe Ostrowski. Bet smarter and beat the books. Download the BetQL and BetMGM apps today.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. If you own a timeshare and you want out, you need to get the facts. Wesley Financial Group and its founder, Chuck McDowell, have helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshares permanently, and he may be able to help you too. Call right now. Chuck will send you a timeshare exit information guide free, explaining how your timeshare works and all your options for cancellation. You want to call Wesley Financial Group, 800-761-0000. That's 800-761-0000. Once again, 800-761-0000.
The Piazza Auto Group is proud to have served as the halftime sponsor of the Eagles radio network for over 20 years. As we hope for another championship, it's the perfect time to drive home in the new or certified pre-owned vehicle you've been wanting. The Piazza Auto Group features 18 brands, including Honda, Acura, Mazda, Hyundai, Genesis, Mini, Nissan, Subaru, and Volkswagen. To find the location nearest you or to shop their extensive inventory, visit PiazzaAutoGroup.com.
Whether it's midfield or in the red zone, our hometown team can handle anything thrown their way. That's why PNC is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Eagles Radio Network and support the team's dedication to smart, tested tactics. Being adaptable and preparing a solid strategy pays off. And just like any big game, when it comes to your finances, there is a lot on the line. Having a dependable team allows you to make the plays you need to reach your goals. PNC Bank, brilliantly boring since 1865. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC.
Tackle the NFL action on FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge Casino, America's #1 sportsbook, because right now new customers can get $150 in bonus bets if you win. The FanDuel Sportsbook app gives you everything you need to place live bets on the NFL all in one place. So when you get a hunch in the middle of the game, you can check out the latest stats, view live play-by-play, and so much more on the same page where you place your bets. Just visit FanDuel.com/John R. to join today. You'll get started with $150 in bonus bets if you win your first $5 bet. That's FanDuel.com/John R. Never waste a hunch and make every moment more with FanDuel, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official partner of 94 WIP.
21 plus in President, Pennsylvania. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
45 overnight with rain. Tomorrow, high almost 60.
Weather brought to you by Staples. Your local Staples store has hot deals and super low prices throughout the store on everything for your business. Save even more with the Easy Rewards program at Staples.
There's a chill in the air and the big red bows are on the cars. Make this holiday season a December to remember with a great deal on your new Lexus from Lexus of Cherry Hill. The 2025 Lexus are arriving daily. Over 300 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Lexus of Cherry Hill, now a 7-time J.D. Power Dealer of Excellence winner for the customer sales experience. Visit LexusofCherryHill.com. Lexus of Cherry Hill, family owned and operated.
Celebrate the magic of the season with last-minute deals at Target. With up to 50% off toys and video games, you'll save so much while you finish your list. Plus, you'll find incredible deals on clothing, beauty, small appliances, floor care, and so much more. And there are even more ways to save when you join Target Circle for free and get exclusive deals automatically. Hurry to save on gifts before last-minute deals are over. Happier holidays from Target. Restrictions apply.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know, to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait,
Are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Okay, so that's with bacon, cheese, lettuce, tomato, grilled onions, ketchup, and hold the pickles.
You know what you like. You wouldn't order your burger just any way. Why should your sports talk be any different? With Chapters on the free Odyssey app, you can choose the topics that matter to you most. Whether it's reactions, matchup previews, injury updates, or team news, quickly find what you really care about. Your football talk, your way. Download the free Odyssey app and start listening today.
This is the Brandon Graham Show with Spike and Howard Eskin. Brought to you by Miller Lite and Chickies and Pete's. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It's the Brandon Graham Show, live from Chickies and Pete's in South Philly, brought to you by Miller Lite. It is Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly. Now, BG, did you grow up a Lions fan?
I did.
So you still have family back home. What would the I guess if it ends up, I know it's a long way away, but if it ends up being Lions-Eagles in the championship game, where will their loyalty lie? Will it be to you or will it be to the Lions?
Well, you know, me as an individual, but the Lions for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that town must be pretty excited with the team. They've been hit pretty hard with injuries, but that's a hungry town.
Yeah, they hungry for sure. I know they've been enjoying this whole season for themselves because they never had a season like this for them. But I know that my family would wish me well, but it'd be more like, but you know about where my heart lies.
Tough one today with David Montgomery done for the year.
Huh?
David Montgomery's done for the year.
Yeah, I know.
It's a
I know.
bummer.
I mean, because you know how this league is. It's about staying healthy, man. I mean, being healthy at the right time so you can make a push. And I mean, hey, we've been there. I've been there where Carson Wentz go down in the Seattle game in the playoffs where you feel we can win it. And then even who was that? What can I think of his name? The quarterback that came in after him. He almost
Josh McCown?
Yeah, Josh
He
McCown.
tore both hamstrings.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. You can't win a playoff game with two
I
hard hands.
know.
And he was like 40-something.
I know.
That's a crime against the elderly.
That was sick because I remember what he had to do. We had to get a couple first downs, and it was tough, man.
I think he tried to run one.
He did.
Josh,
He did.
Now he's coaching.
He's coaching. I mean, great coach already. He was already a great player. Like as far as like being here coaching, he was a good addition.
Yeah.
As far as helping the guys that was in, and so you want that leadership. You want people to see it show you what they see in it on people you respect.
Now speaking of Carson, back on Saturday probably.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to start on Saturday for the Chiefs.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
We're
back.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We're back.
Woo.
Yeah.
Jack's a big Carson guy.
Don't let Carson heat back up.
Yeah,
I've been saying that for years.
I tell you, no, he was hot, boy. Trust me. Like after he got hurt, it's just like, man, it just got crazy. I hate it for him, but I don't really feel too bad because he got paid. So, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. At least you caught it before that. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
But I know as him being a competitor, you want to definitely right some wrongs, on what people think about him.
Well, he wants to start again.
Yeah. Let people know, and I understand that, and I've been in that position before.
So Pat asked in the YouTube chat, BG, if you were stuck in a car on a road trip with 3 current teammates, who would you pick to be stuck in the car with, and why?
Well, Lane.
Okay.
Somebody man.
Is that just to get one older guy in there with you?
No, Lane, because he's just funny. He's just funny. You need some comedian. You need somebody that's gonna make you laugh in those moments. I mean, I gotta go with probably Slade too.
Okay.
Because of that. And then I guess when we all laughing a little too hard, get my boy Jalen in there.
Now
it's like, hey, remember what the task is. We got to get out this situation.
Now, would you trust Jalen with the aux cord? I mean, it's a lot of old school.
Oh yeah, man, I like old school. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's I feel like it's a place for all that. Like for everything. It depends on what you're going through, what you like. That's how you learn. That's how I learn other guys of what their music selection is. It's like, oh, okay. you like all this stuff in private where you like to hear all that soft, you be singing in the shower.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now you're gonna wear his he was that hat. I don't know if I've seen that hat since the
Kango,
90s.
the Kango. Hey,
next BG show.
One thing I say, man, Jay got a way about himself, and he comfortable with it, and I love it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You got the Kango, the old school, because I mean, when you brought up by older people, it's like that definitely rub off on you some of their ways and what they do. And so I think like I say, everybody be comfortable with who you are, and don't change me because people talk about it. But I don't see Jalen changing. I don't see nobody even everybody talk stuff about it, but it just be like, hey, that's Jay.
Yeah, Ike and I were saying the backwards Kangol reminds me of Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh,
that
yeah.
is the he's the signature backwards Kangol hat guy.
Only thing Jay ain't got is the glasses.
Yes, he needs the glasses.
I know, but other than that, hey, I can see why.
Yep.
I can see exactly what you're saying. But man, he ain't scared to do it. So hey, keep doing it.
So Jalen Carter yesterday gets hit with the personal foul for hitting the guy in the head, and then there was the little screaming match on the sideline, or Nick trying to get to Jalen. How? Two things. First of all, how does Jalen Carter end up finding that balance between being nasty but also not costing his team? How do you, even as a defensive lineman where you have to be nasty, right?
Yeah.
You have to be aggressive. How do you learn when to turn that off and not turn it off?
I think just him making those little early mistakes. 'Cause I know for him, I mean, he means well on everything that he does. He's out there working his butt off, getting double team every play, playing almost every snap.
Yep.
And playing in them trenches, man, you got to have a mindset like no other. And he trying to impose his will on people. So I love his aggression, and I think it's just him being young in certain moments where it's like, okay, hey, come on, Jay. And then it's the way we talk to each other. It's like, hey, big dog, like, man, I don't want them taking no money out your pocket. You gotta connect. You gotta see what he loved the most. And so I challenge him on that. Like, hey, I know you're trying to get that next money, but man, don't be giving away no money. You gotta kind of go about it in the right way with him, because of course he know he messed up. Of course he know when he went all the way with it, he was gonna get a fine. But just have his back and just know, hey, come on, man, we need you, because we can't in big moments. You don't want to have that sick feeling. You done worked so hard to get to this point, and then all they remember is that and what you do, and you cost them, and people will definitely turn on you in that moment, because like, Jay, we seen you do this before. Why you do this? And we lose a game because of that. So I know he know, and I know he's gonna be better for it, because I mean, man, he cares a lot about ball, and so I just know like I told him, you got to control yourself. 50% of it is yourself, you know what I'm saying, and then the other 50 is us trying to persuade you to, hey, come on, baby, get back in the game.
Right.
So I think that I think for him, he gonna make sure he mastered it the next time. But I know that he felt good doing it when he did it, because that boy, hey,
he didn't miss.
Hey, he didn't miss not one time, did he? But in all seriousness, though, he know that that he messed up, and he owned all that, and we move forward. We got his back, man. That's one thing. This whole team, as you can see, with the thing that happened with Slade, Q come up, do his thing, and we didn't get fined at all.
Yeah. Couldn't even get a penalty.
Two punches.
Yeah, no
rightfully
penalty.
so.
Yeah.
Rightfully, man, punches that's just like, big dog, don't push me all the way into the wall when you should have been done. And he deserved that little one. But it's all good though. We know in those moments on what we got to do. And man, I know we got a good team of people that's just gonna just try to be right.
After the Jalen Carter thing happened, we saw on the sideline Clint Hurt getting in between Nick and Jalen. Clint Hurt is a guy that we know who he is, right? But we don't know a lot about him. What can you say about him as a defensive line coach? What's he like, and how is he to play for?
Well, man, he got their trust. That's one thing I do know. And so I think that's what was going on. It was a lot of tempers at a high level at that time. And Nick was up there too at that time. And I know what Coach did, it was more like, hey, Coach, just take a breath. Like, you know how this, we ain't trying to have this go like that. I can talk to him for you. What's your message so I can relay it to him? So that because it's more of a respect thing that he has for Coach Clint already. And Coach Clint just want to protect him in that moment because he know he messed up, but he going to come down on him. But he, like with Coach Sirianni, he know that that's his coach. And so I think that we came to a conclusion that, all right, Clint, you go ahead because you have that connection with him even more than I do, even though Nick does have a connection, but it's just different when you with the guy all the time. And so I know it was that, like, hey, I got you, Nick. I know he messed up. I'm gonna go about it. I'm gonna make sure I let him know. But let me handle this for you. And that's all it was. No disrespect to nobody. It was just more like certain people just need that extra. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
Jalen Carter in that moment, I think Clint was the right guy for that moment for him
to deliver that message.
Yeah, because he is somebody who we trust and respect. Not saying that Nick don't, but he don't in that moment. I feel like add more, like, you know, more on what he did wrong. It was just like it didn't even need to be done. And I know Nick know that, but it was just like Nick was mad, rightfully so, just as much as Jalen was mad. And two mad people right now, it's not.
If he comes in at 10 to a guy that's also a 10.
Oh, yeah, it was just, you know, so I thought that was just a good heads-up play on everybody's part. And then even with Coach, like Coach know, he know. He was like, all right, got you, Clint. Go ahead, take care of that. And that's what makes a great head coach. Like, he understands. He understands in those moments. All right, let me chill. Let me go ahead. Let my guys that work, you know, for us handle, you know, certain stuff. And man, that's what you got when you got a good staff, man, like this, and people respect the players, respect your top players, respect the staff. That's when you know you're doing good, man. And I just know that Jalen is going to continue to keep getting better as a player, and then keep getting better as a man. You know what I'm saying, on how he handled his business. And yeah, man, I'm just happy the way everybody handled that whole situation.
We will take one more break here. Come back, talk to Brandon about his meeting with Tom Brady. We saw that.
Oh, Michigan.
Yeah, and then figure
that was cool to see him.
Yeah. We'll talk to you about that next. This is the Brandon Graham Show on WIP, live from Chickie's and Pizza, South Philly. Is brought to you by Miller Lite. It is Miller time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly.
Hi, this is Dave Barlow from Barlow Buick GMC in Woodbury, New Jersey. We're celebrating the holidays with huge year-end savings. Treat yourself at Barlow Buick GMC in Woodbury or shop 24/7 at barlowautogroup.com.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Please gamble responsibly. Week 15 of pro football wraps up tonight. Monday Night Football doubleheader, the first of the two games. Minnesota, about a touchdown favorite at home against Chicago. The total in the game is 44. Chicago might have changed head coaches, but this team still looks absolutely brutal, blown out last week on the road in San Francisco, and I expect Minnesota to blow Chicago out in this game. Minnesota's head coach making a run towards Coach of the Year. The quarterback is playing well. The receivers are playing well. So coming up tonight in the first of the Monday Night Football doubleheader, lay the 7 with Minnesota against Chicago. That's it for this Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by BetMGM, the sportsbook born in Vegas. Download the BetMGM app today. Please gamble responsibly.
BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Pennsylvania only. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
B101 is spreading holiday cheer throughout Philly. Tune in for the soundtrack to your Christmas season, featuring all the holiday songs you love. Christmas music all day, every day, only on B101, Philly's official Christmas station.
Xfinity here. How can we help?
Hi, my entire family's obsessed with all things Wicked, but my kids can't stop watching the trailer, and now they're having a Wicked-themed sleepover. Do you think our internet can handle all of the streaming and memeing going on?
Well, we've engineered our Xfinity gateways to handle hundreds of devices at once, so they can all stay magically connected.
Wow. Are you a wizard?
I wish. No, just someone that won't let a bad connection burst your internet bubble.
Now through December 22nd, get Thrillifyingly fast 300 megabit Xfinity internet with unlimited data and one unlimited mobile line together for $30 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Go to Xfinity.com to learn more and keep the magic going from your screen to the big screen and see Wicked in theaters now. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless plan or auto-pay or stored bank account. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra. After promo, regular rates apply. Xfinity Mobile requires Xfinity Internet. Actual internet speeds vary and not guaranteed.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days. Whether it's an electrifying new CR-V hybrid, spirited Accord hybrid, sporty Civic hybrid, or the all-electric Prologue SUV. Don't wait. Turn the Honda of your dreams into reality during Happy Honda Days.
Contact your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic Si and Type R.
It's the 12 days of savings at Spring Dance Hot Tubs. From December 12th through 24th, every day brings amazing deals. On the first day of savings, Spring Dance gave to me up to $5,000 off a Hot Spring Grandee. On the second day of savings, Spring Dance gave to me new auto ship for all water care with no shipping fee. On the third day of savings, Spring Dance gave to me savings up to $2,500 on our Sauna floor model clear-out sale. The 12 days of savings only at Spring Dance Hot Tubs. Visit springdancehottubs.com for more deals.
The college football playoff is here, and you don't want to miss a moment of the action. With the new 12-team format, it's guaranteed to be bigger and better than ever. TNT's coverage of the college football playoff begins December 21st, with SMU battling Penn State at noon Eastern. Then, Clemson Tigers look to upset the Texas Longhorns in a showdown at 4 p.m. Eastern. Watch the college football playoff, presented by Allstate on TNT and Max.
This is the story of the one who, as a maintenance specialist for a historic high-rise, knows that vintage charm historically needs constant attention. Which is why when it's time to upgrade turn-of-the-century mechanicals, they turn to Grainger. With easy access to 1 million-plus products and the scale to deliver when and where you need them. The right tools and supplies are never far away. So the one can keep that vintage building running like new. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
Back to the Brandon Graham Show with Spike and Howard Eskin. Brought to you by Miller Lite and Chickies and Beats on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
It's the Brandon Graham Show. We're at Chickies and Pete's in South Philly. It is brought to you by Miller Lite. It's Miller Time, Eagles fans. Celebrate responsibly. I'm Spike Eskin. Jack Fritz sitting in for Howard, and of course, BG. Brandon, I think you're a little over a week since surgery. How's the arm feeling?
What is week 2 right now?
Week 2. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. It's man, I'm telling you, I'm over here excited because I'm ahead of schedule right now. Just trying to make sure that I'm doing things the right way they want me to, because it feels good and it feels normal, and it's just like you got to make sure that you fight against that.
Right, because you think you can do stuff you shouldn't do yet.
Yeah, right. But I always have my brakes and stuff on, making sure that I'm all good and making sure I'm not using it. Sometimes I use it not even thinking about it because that's how I feel. But then I always remind myself, like, nah, man, hey, I get my stitches out tomorrow. I'm hype about that, and then we can really get to work.
Yeah, because if that fight kept going on the field yesterday, I know you would have been right in there.
And my right hand's still good. Everybody was boop. Decking people with right hands. I was just like, man.
Hey, you don't see much like fisticuffs football.
Nah, but I understood Slay for sure. Because man, old boy just wouldn't let him go, and he tried to get off. And it's like certain stuff you just got to do.
So all right, you've obviously been in those kind of fights before. I'm always confused as to why people think they should punch the helmet. What is that going to do?
Right, I feel you on the punch. It's more of like a slap. I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah, if you go full fist, you're gonna break your hand.
You're gonna definitely hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But
you get a little slap, it moves the head.
Yeah, I just give them a little slap like you would if somebody made a play. But I don't know. In that moment, people just ball that fist up and think them gloves gonna protect you. They don't for sure.
I forget who he was fighting, but I remember back in the day, Andre Rison getting in a fight with somebody, and they were both just punching each other's helmets. And I just thought to
Oh,
myself,
you're talking about it was Houston.
who was it?
I don't think it was Rising, but it was more.
I thought it was Rising.
It was I know it was Texans against Tennessee, and it was why can't I think of the receiver
I
name?
think Cortland Sutton versus Andre Johnson.
Yeah, Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
That's when they was going.
There it was.
That's when I can really see them boys was going at it.
Really going
Yeah,
at
they
it.
was really
Cortland
going at
Sutton was an instigator.
Yeah.
An instigator for
Yeah.
sure.
But yeah, I mean, you really when you see certain stuff happen, they'd be like, man, I don't know, that's a little personal right there.
Yeah. What is it about? I find Quinyon Mitchell so fascinating because he plays almost like he's been in the league for 5 years.
Yeah.
You seen a rookie
Mature.
just
He
kind
mature.
of get it like he's gotten it?
I mean, he don't need to act like he got it. He come in, put the extra work in. He know he can play, but man, that boy come to work every day. That's what I miss because I used to be with Coop and them on Tuesdays, and they come in, they work out with me, do a little speed stuff, and now I haven't really been able to, of course, be around as much, but they still doing the same things. They got them to where they at right now, and that's what you can respect. Because that's what I say. You start to smell yourself a little bit when you're making plays or people talking about you, and then you kind of slack on certain stuff. But them boys, they ain't slack not one time. And what I like is they be together. They don't seem forced. Everything is just, man, I'm just trying to get better, trying to be able to help the team because they trying to win one too.
So we saw the footage of you and Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Was there any more to it? You got one last strip sack on Brady. You blindsided him there.
Hey, him and Slay was talking, and I figured he was occupied, so I just wanted to go up to him, say, "Hey, man, I just want to do this one more time while I can, because I don't know when I'm gonna see you again." But I had fun with that. He had a good time with that too, and it was just cool to just talk to him, get to talk about some old stuff, talk about this new stuff going on with him, seeing how he liking retirement. Gave me some gems I could take with me, and then I'm just happy that he loving what he do.
He's one of those guys that I know it's been a couple years, but I always expect to wake up and see that he signed with some team and is going to play for one more year. Like Tom Brady's one of those guys that I'm never totally sure that he's done playing.
Right. But it's been a year already, almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And it's official because after a while, they ain't gonna let you back in if you ain't got no film.
Yeah. Well, what was your reaction to Bill Belichick going to UNC? I mean, kind of
Good luck. Good luck, man. Good luck with the NIL stuff in college, boys, especially going from a pro coach where, hey, pretty much these pro coaches is the law. You know what I'm saying? And in college, the players kind of got their own little thing going where you got to deal with a bunch of other stuff that I don't know if I want to see how Bill deal with it unless he has somebody that he hired to deal with all that.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine Bill Belichick recruiting a 17-year-old. Like, well, you come play.
You got to have some grace in that. Like, for real. You got to be able to forgive in those moments because it's some young boys he's going to be dealing with.
Yeah.
Not like they come into the league. It's different. Them boys got to turn into men real fast in the league. But when you getting a new one coming into college, ooh.
Did you see he was greeted with Eagles chants when he was introduced at the UNC game?
Oh, no.
Eagles fans were there.
Yeah,
they gave a nice little showering of Eagles chants.
Okay.
So we try to listen. It's the best city in the world.
Yeah.
And
I love it.
Do you think so? Him and Brady are clearly not over that Super Bowl.
Yep.
Do you think if they could change the outcome of one, would they rather change the Tyree catch or the one against you guys?
Oh, especially the recent one that they lost was us.
Yeah.
So, but it's crazy. Brady go get him another one after they let him go, and I know he probably thought like, man, dang, that could have been us again.
You guys are playing the Commanders again on Sunday. What are the challenges of playing a team a second time, especially when you've already beaten them once?
Sometimes it's not overthinking it. Seeing what they adjusted and how they run their offense. Since we played them, but sometimes you just want to take some of the game plan that you had before because who they are is who they are, and you always resort back to your level of training on what you train for in pressure moments, and you want to go with your staples. You got to have staples because that's part of your identity, and so I know for them they're gonna have their staples, but I think that they're gonna have some wrinkles in there too, or where they feel they didn't capture some of the stuff that they probably missed in the game before. So I just know that, man, it's always hard to play a team twice because maybe they wasn't feeling so good on that Sunday, just as much as us. We can, but nobody make excuses. We just go out there and play, and that's why I feel like it's any given Sunday. We got to make sure we come with it every time. Don't take nobody lightly, and just make sure we do our job and execute.
You guys have a real chance at the 1 seed now, which would get you the bye in that first week. How helpful is that bye when you're trying to get through the playoffs and get to the Super Bowl?
Oh, it's helpful. I mean, because if you need to get healthy, it gives you a week to get healthy of no games, and then you see who you're going to play, and you can kind of get a head start on the 2 teams that you're going to potentially have to play the winner of.
Right.
And so you watching that game, you closing in on what they do, you looking at how they handle stuff, you hoping for their sake that they get out of it healthy. You know what I'm saying? There's so much that goes on. You want to make sure you're ready for as the team being on a bye, make sure that we stay gelling like we do, because some of that sometimes is a little rust, depending on how you do it. But I know us, we gonna work like it's a regular week. We just ain't gonna play on Sunday, and then when it's time to go, it's time to go.
Well, I think we got through this one without any controversy at all. I think we're wrapping up the show here and no controversy. I don't think
you sure, man?
Yeah. Is there anything
Don't get me
else?
in no trouble, man. This is my last one.
I didn't get you in any trouble. I didn't get you in any trouble.
I know that was a self-inflicted by me.
Now,
for sure.
Is there a dartboard with WIP on it down at the link right now that you guys are throwing them
I
at?
know. Hey, we got some faces on that thing, don't we?
All right, listen.
Nah,
Sometimes we earn that.
Nah, it's cool. I mean, I look at it like we all got to hold ourselves accountable. Even if you don't, it ain't right. If you know, hey, I apologize because I did this. I apologize because I said this, and look what happened. I said he couldn't do this, and he did it. You know what I'm saying? As long as the people that's talking can own what they do, I can respect it. If they don't, then it's just like, man, that's why you don't listen to the talk, because everybody can't be accountable. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
And that's just the bottom line of it. But people got to be respectful. Don't look like you attacking somebody, but at the end of the day, if they get something wrong, you got to be able to, say you messed up. It's okay. On what people were saying that 2 and 2 now. Look, I've been with the Eagles since the beginning. Nah, I can remember when you said this, but I like that you with us now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Good.
Well,
I like it.
Appreciate you as always. Let's go out and get win number 11 in a row on Sunday.
Let's get it, man.
We'd love it.
Let's get it.
All right.
I love watching it.
The Players Lounge is coming up next. Ike Reese, Hugh Douglas, Elliott Shore Parks, this week's guest, Jordan Mailata. This has been the Brandon Graham Show, brought to you by Miller Lite.